to look into past life stuff that's blocking.
Right.
And the stimulus of that were the channeling. So nothing came up from the channelings for you to work on. So nothing specific about the block.
Probably the monastery, the vow of poverty.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so when you think of this life and the blocks you have for earning money or having money, is there any particular memory that you have from now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember I was raised Catholic, and I remember being a very small girl and always putting a towel around my head to see what I would look like as a nun.
Mm-hmm. Even though I'm a good Catholic nun.
Even though I'm a very good Catholic nun.
And I've probably had many lifetimes.
I've probably had many lifetimes.
As a nun.
As a nun.
And took a vow of poverty.
And took a vow of poverty.
A vow of serving others.
A vow of serving others.
A vow of suffering.
A vow of suffering.
A vow of humility.
A vow of humility.
All those nun vows.
All those nun vows.
All those years of being a nun.
All those years of being a nun.
I choose to release them and let them go.
I choose to release them and let them go.
Asking my guides and higher self.
Asking my guides and higher self.
And the multidimensional layers of my DNA.
And the multidimensional layers of my DNA.
To show me where these come from.
To show me where these come from.
Because it's my intention.
Because it's my intention.
To
it has been my intention for years.
To release it and let it go.
To release it and let it go.
Those vows of poverty no longer serve me.
Those vows of poverty no longer serve me.
And I choose to release them.
And I choose to release them.
All those lifetimes.
All those lifetimes.
Being a nun.
Being a nun.
Even in this life.
Even in this life.
As a young child.
As a young child.
I put a towel on my head.
I put a towel on my head.
To see what I'd look like as a nun.
To see what I'd look like as a nun.
That good Catholic girl.
That good Catholic girl.
All the lifetimes.
All the lifetimes.
That I've had as a nun.
That I've had as a nun.
Where I was taught.
Where I was taught.
To not have money.
To not have money. To live without money.
To always live without money.
To always live without money.
And if I ever get money, to give it away.
And if I ever get money, to give it away. Or have it taken away from me.
I can't have money.
I can't have money.
I have to create ways.
I have to create ways.
Where it's taken away from me.
Where it's taken away from me.
Because I'm not allowed to keep it.
Because I'm not allowed to keep it.
I'm a good nun.
I'm a good nun.
I can make money.
I can make money.
But I have to give it away.
I have to give it away.
I'm not allowed to keep it.
I'm not allowed to keep it.
I'm a good nun.
I'm a good nun.
I've had many lifetimes.
I've had many lifetimes.
Of practicing being a good nun.
Of practicing being a good nun.
I've had many lifetimes.
I've had many lifetimes.
Where I'm not allowed to have money.
Where I'm not allowed to have money.
I've always got to give it away.
I've always got to
give it away.
Oh, give it away.
Mm-hmm. Even if I make it.
Even if I make it.
Even if it's given to me.
Even if it's given to me.
I have to give it away.
Oh, I have to give it away.
I'm not allowed to have money as a nun.
I'm not allowed to have money as a nun.
And I'm a good nun.
And I'm a very good nun.
I've been a very good nun for many years.
I have been a very good nun for many years.
And as a being of light.
As a being of light.
With full choice.
With full choice.
This pattern and soul, this soul pattern doesn't serve me.
This soul pattern doesn't serve me.
These soul vows don't serve me.
These soul vows don't serve me.
In this life.
In this life.
And I choose to release them.
And I choose to release them.
And let them go.
And let them go.
Instructing the multidimensional layers of my DNA.
Instructing the multidimensional layers of my DNA.
Where all of my lifetimes are stored.
Where all my lifetimes are stored.
Including my guides and higher self.
Including my guides and higher self.
I instruct them all.
I instruct them all.
To release and let go.
To release and let go.
Of the vows of poverty.
All the vows of poverty.
All the good nun vows.
All the good nun vows.
That no longer serve me.
That no longer serve me.
Releasing and letting go of the vows of poverty.
Releasing and letting go of the vows of poverty.
The vows of suffering.
The vows of suffering.
The vows of service.
The vows of service.
I release and let it all go.
I release and let it all go.
All that no longer serves me in this incarnation.
All that no longer serve me in this incarnation.
I choose to live a life of abundance.
I choose to live a life of abundance.
The more I have,
The more I have,
the more I can enjoy and serve others,
the more I can enjoy and serve others,
as well as serving myself.
as well as serving myself.
I choose to be able to live in abundance.
I choose to be able to live in abundance.
I can do more good
I can do more good
by being in abundance.
by being in abundance.
And there is plenty of abundance.
There's plenty of abundance.
And it's my time to share in it.
It's my time to share in it.
Releasing and letting go.
Releasing and letting go.
All of the lifetimes
All of the lifetimes
where I was afraid to have abundance,
where I was afraid to have abundance,
where I had abundance and it didn't go well,
where I had abundance and it didn't go well,
where I had abundance and I was killed or tortured for it.
where I had abundance and I was killed or tortured for it.
I release it and let it go.
I release it and let it go.
It's safe for me to be abundant now.
It's safe for me to be abundant now.
It's possible for me to be abundant now.
It's possible for me to be abundant now.
I'm safe
I am safe
being abundant.
being abundant.
I am safe
I am safe
being abundant.
being abundant.
I can still love God and be abundant.
I can still love God and be abundant, and God can still love me and be abundant.
I'm not a sinner by being
I'm
abundant.
not a sinner by being abundant.
God can love me being abundant.
God can love me by being abundant.
I choose to be abundant.
I choose to be abundant.
It's safe and possible.
It's safe and possible.
And I enjoy being abundant.
Enjoy being abundant.
So to you, what colour is abundance?
Blue.
So it's the blue, it's safe to be abundant.
Oh,
So I'm safe and protected. So just breathe that in.
it's delightful.
And just sending that to all the multidimensional layers of your DNA. Releasing and letting go of all patterns from the past that no longer serve you. Allowing you to be safe in abundance.
It must have been that. I mean, in addition to the vast poverty, I must have been tortured or killed for my abundance.
Yeah, because as soon as I said that, there
I
was an
know.
energetic response.
I could feel that. Yeah.
So it's important when you're doing this work to really pay attention to what's going on whenever you go fishing with things to see what is what comes up. So see how it's really, there's a whole lot of intention in this as well as instruction to the multidimensional layers. And that has a different energy about it. Well, very well.